We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious... Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
15, check back 15. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Blue draw quarters. Spot.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hit 61. Matchbox hit it.
On 2nd and 7, McSorley being chased out left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch, switch, switch.
Any weapon. Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Escaping the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing is McSorley. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's McSorley to throw. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check, check. Get him.
First down, Prescott. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down, it's Gordon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Now Prescott. It's complete. Hooper.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run it here with Gordon. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Check out.
46. Hey, 47.
55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
3rd and long for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 57.
Hey, high 7. General West. 5.
From the 24, McSorley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. The 12-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. He's got Fuller. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. First target, first catch, and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 54. You don't see me in your nightmare, Samuel Eto'o. See me in your nightmare.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rolling to his left. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. McSorley sets to pass.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies cry.
Now Gordon on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking crap. Jim.
Hey, kill. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Bravo. Get it.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll run it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say husky.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Open man completes it to Butler. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McSorley. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Hakeem Butler. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
10. Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Touchdown, Vikings. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Back. Hit it.
McSorley, first and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now McSorley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Hey, exit. Hurry up now.
They go play action now with McSorley. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Prescott to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Fuller, 71 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
27.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The throw once more on second and 10. McSorley completes it to Austin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Howard has the first down and then some. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Switch up, switch up. Shift, watch the shift. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, hey. 47. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. 26.
Here's Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Yeah.